We're going to do a small short segment on removing bubbles, and this is again using the DPF 6000 XRP with a 3220 over laminate. And because of the activeness of the air egress pattern on the back of the adhesive, we're able to take any bubble, and I guess that's my challenge to you, is any bubble that you can put on the side of a vehicle, you will be able to work out, no matter how big it is, with the use of our air egress technology. So I'm going to demonstrate that here, even though you can see that there are some large clusters of bubbles here. If you have one that is a good sized bubble like this, maybe 3 inches long, about a half an inch or an inch wide, instead of going ahead and just trying to push this bubble out right away, divide it up into smaller bubbles. So you can see now we have many small bubbles. Just touch them with your thumb or your finger and they go away that simply. You don't have to get your squeegee involved and push hard, which often will force the air to get caught and put a lot of pressure behind the bubble. Also, because the air egress is as active as it is, you can just take a bubble and leave it for about 30 seconds. After that, you'll see the bubble start to deflate. After the bubble has gotten about this low, then again, you just chop it up into smaller pieces, touch it with your finger, and the bubbles are gone. Even if you have running bubbles like this that could turn into wrinkles, again, one way to beat them is just to cut them up into small ones of this size, and then just go in and touch each one, and they're completely gone. Most of the time, if you have a bubble that's this shape, it's going to turn into a wrinkle. With the XRP, you just touch it with your finger, and the bubble is completely gone. So even though you have an application that looks like this much of a mess, within a few short minutes, you can have it looking like a perfect application. Now, if you have had to get rid of that many bubbles in an area, which is unlikely, but if it does happen, what I would suggest you do in that area afterwards is just take your squeegee and just set that area down. Make sure that you have firm contact of adhesive to the surface of the vehicle, and then you will have a perfect application. So again, here's a good bubble that shows it's long, it's a pretty, a fairly high pressure bubble. Just cut it up into smaller bubbles, just like this. Touch it with your finger, and just move your finger to the side just a little bit, and those bubbles will completely disappear for a very easy application.